Hello viewers, this is my YouTube channel Classes on English Literature. I am Moshumi. Today I am going to discuss about Elizabethan age in English literature. What is Elizabethan age? Elizabethan age was started the reign of Elizabeth I in 1558 and it was probably finished with the death of Elizabeth I in 1603 and then started a new era, Jacobean age in English literature. Okay, now I am telling about Elizabethan age. Famous writers of this age were Edmund Spenser, Richard Hooker, William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, etc. In Elizabethan age, we can see the flourishing of poetry. In Shakespearean sonnets, we can see that Shakespeare modified Petrarchan sonnet from the old age in a new form of Elizabethan sonnet, which is very much new from the old one, but we can enjoy those sonnets by reading them, which is divided in 3 quatrains and 1 couplet. This is very much enjoyable to read. Another form of literary things that was Spenserian stanza, blank verse, tragicomedy. We can also see that this type of genre in English literature were born in this age also. Another types of varieties of splendid prose, that historical chronicles, versions of holy scriptures, pamphlets, literary criticism, also the first English novels written in Elizabethan age. From the very beginning of 17th century, with the death of Elizabeth I, we can see darkening aspect in the writings of Elizabethans, and we can feel that Elizabethan age was come to an end. The characteristics of Elizabethan age. It was the age of adventure, the thirst of adventure we can see in their writings. It was the age of renewed spirit of searching something. The romanticism we can see in Elizabethan poetry, Elizabethan novels, Elizabethan dramas, in Shakespeare's dramas as well. The main thing of Elizabethan age, the characteristic of Elizabethan age was its thirst of adventure. In this time, many countries, many new land were revealed, and prolonged types of discoveries were happened in this age. It was the age of renewed spirit of adventure, the era filled with the thirst of adventure, the development of new ideas, flourishing of literature, prose, poetries. Elizabethans were very much aware of their happenings which happened in the society, and they wrote about the happenings of societies, and their writing were freely read in the society, throughout the society. It was discussed freely. They They wrote about the classical past, uh, as well as about the as well as about the about their time, about the time of Elizabethan age. They wrote about the history and mythology, uh, as well as about about their age. They explored and adapted classical themes and Shakespeare, and also about their time, about their age, the supernatural, uh, they thought about the supernatural, supernatural natural world, adventures, wonders, about beauties, there to reach the new directions into the world, which I have said before. There, in their times, there were very much new land, revolution of new land happened, and they wrote about the uh, about the discoveries of new land in their age. And their writings were very much affected by their thoughts of the discoveries of the thirst of adventure. Elizabethan age was filled with this thought, the thought of adventure, the discoveries of which were happened in their age. It was filled with those thoughts. And also the classics of Greek and Latin literature were translated in this age, very much translated in English in this age, to to expand the readers of those classics who could not read those classics in Greek and Latin. They can read it in English, so they translated those classics in English. Queen Elizabeth I also, she also wrote she also wrote translations of classics in her age. This is the period of literary creativity. It was an age of creations. The famous creation was, of course, was of Shakespeare. No doubt, he was uh, he was and he is very much uh, one of the famous dramatists of the world. His his dramas was full of romanticism, was of supernatural elements, was of very